Hello, boys and girls, both to my new students this year, my new young fivers, and to any of my previous students who are big kindergartners now who might be watching. Happy first day of school. I can't wait for the school year to get started, and even though we're online, I still wanted to share my favorite read aloud with all of you. So this story is called First Day Jitters. This story was written by Julie Danneberg, and the pictures are illustrated by Judy Love. So, First Day Jitters. Rylee, by the way, I know she sometimes makes an appearance in our videos. She's out for a walk right now. Here we go. Sarah, dear, it's time to get out of bed, Mr. Hartwell said, poking his head through the bedroom doorway. You don't want to miss the first day at your new school, do you? I'm not going, said Sarah, and she pulled the covers over her head. Of course you're going, honey, said Mr. Hartwell as he walked over to the window and snapped up the shade. There she is. She's hiding in her bed, and you can see the puppy pulling off the covers. No, I'm not. I don't want to start all over again. I hate my new school, Sarah said, and she tunneled down to the end of her bed. She's really not ready to go, huh? How can you hate your new school, sweetheart? Mr. Hartwell chuckled. You've never even been there before. Don't worry. You liked your other school, so you'll like this one too. Besides, think of all the new friends that you'll meet. Well, that's just it. I don't know anybody, and it will be hard, and I just hate it, that's all. Sounds like maybe she's feeling a little bit nervous about school, huh? Well, what will everyone think if you aren't there? We told them you were coming. I know I would miss all of you if you weren't in class. Well, they will think that I am lucky, and they will wish that they were home in bed like me, Mr. Hartwell sighed. Sarah Jane Hartwell, I'm not playing this silly game 1 second longer. I'll see you downstairs in 5 minutes. So Sarah tumbled out of bed, and she stumbled into the bathroom, and she fumbled into her clothes. My head hurt, she moaned as she trudged into the kitchen. Mr. Hartwell handed Sarah a piece of toast and her lunchbox. They walked to the car. Sarah's hands were cold and clammy, and they drove down the street. She couldn't breathe. Sounds like Sarah was feeling really anxious and maybe a little nervous and scared for her first day of school, huh? And then they were there. I feel sick, Sarah said weakly. Nonsense, said Mr. Hartwell. You'll love your new school once you get started. Oh, look, there's your principal, Mrs. Burton. Sarah slumped down in her seat. We'll get a chance to meet our principal, Mrs. Palmatier, soon, too. Oh, Sarah, Mrs. Burton gushed, peeking into the car. There you are. Come on, I'll show you where to go. She led Sarah into the building and walked quickly through the crowded hallways. Don't worry, everyone is nervous on their first day, she said over her shoulder as Sarah rushed to keep up. When they got into the classroom, most of the children were already in their seats. It's a busy classroom. Looks a little bit different than ours, though, doesn't it? The class looked up as Mrs. Burton cleared her throat. Class, attention please, said Mrs. Burton. When the class was quiet, she led Sarah to the front of the room and said, Class, I would like you to meet your new teacher, Mrs. Sarah Jane Hartwell. The end. So check that out, boys and girls. Even the teacher was scared on the first day of school. So that's a good reminder that even if you are feeling a little bit nervous on your first day of school, you're not alone. Even your teacher feels a little bit nervous on the first day of school, and that's okay. I hope you enjoyed our first story and are looking forward to many more this year. We'll see you soon.